sort of regular width pull down, and let's go from here. I was going to do a neutral grip one, but I don't love that neutral grip handle. Might just be a little too narrow or something. Oh yeah, okay. Oh. I think one or two more just like that, and switch to a row, and then go back and forth between the two. Okay. Let's make that a rest pause. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. I think one more just like that. I like that little rest pause too. And then find some kind of rope. Cable, dumbbell, or otherwise. Good start with this though. Okay. All right. So the logic of the rest pause, take 10, 15 seconds, get some breaths. So instead of doing a full set where I might fail at 11, now I can get a little bit more workload in. But this all just counts as one. Okay. All right. I think let's go right there, do some cable row. Today might be all cable. We'll see. This will be a bit more squeeze focused. So those sets of pull downs were the stack, which I mean, I probably could have gone a little heavier, but stack is probably fine. So now I kind of want to counter that. So with these sets of rows, a little bit lighter, only 100 out of the 130 available. And really, I think that's 200 because of the, this is one of the ones with the pulley system or whatever. But either way, this is going to be more so focused on really, I mean, I say pulling my elbows together because that's not a bad way to imagine it. But I think taking that even one step further and imagining pulling my shoulder blades together usually gets me going a little bit more. So with lats, or if I was trying to make this a little bit more of a lat focused row, I'd hold maybe yay wide and pull the bar down more in front of my belly, because that's almost like doing a pullover, except, you know, just this portion, right? But since I kind of want some more traps, mid back, Terry's major, rhomboid kind of shit, then I'm gonna go a little wider, and instead of having my elbows down here, I'll flare them up a touch, right? So instead of pulling down, it's more like something like that. Which, I mean, if I only had access to a cable row, like if somehow there's a hotel gym that only had one heavy cable row, I wouldn't be tweaking because I could just do lat focused rows, maybe even bend forward a touch, make it a little more pullover-ish. But all that's to say, a lot of different ways to do different movements. I mean, some guys will even, usually it's just because they're swinging the weight around. But even if you go into a pull down and like every rep you like lean your body all the way back, then it's almost like you're doing a row on a pull down. It might look a little silly though. But let's get amped up, make this one happen. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. One more. And I might make this a little bit of a two-tone set. I'll explain in a second. So this first portion will be heavy, a little brutish, like really kind of move the weight around, which that style of set, I totally think has a place. Like as much as, you know, there is benefit in like a really controlled, slow set, I do think there is something to overloading the amount of physical like workload and tension that you're moving around, which I'm sure some study will actually doing a quick set of reps might induce 15% more gains than you get what I'm saying. But this first one will be more of a pre-exhaust, a little nastier. Then I'll drop the weight by probably about half, and it'll be sort of like a Jekyll and Hyde set. Nasty in the front, like a mullet. Right? Crazy in the back, but cleaner in the front. Something like that. But let's make this shit happen. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Holy crap. I'm just about ready for the finisher, which I will explain in a moment when I finish today's back day. But I kind of felt like I wanted a little bit more lat pump. So before I jump right to the finisher, let's do 5 alternating reps of cable pullovers. And I don't know if it's just a me thing, but for me to grab like one of the ropes or a straight bar and do pullovers like this, I just don't like it. I mean, I can get a decent, well, not even decent, like I can get a good stretch, but squeezing, I can only get to here. Whereas when I do single arm, a little bit lighter, I don't have to just stop right here. I can try to pull as far back as possible. So it's almost like when you see guys sit on a chest press and instead of doing both arms at once, they turn and do one like this. They do get a bit of a further reach because now instead of simply pressing to here, where their forearm or like their elbow rotation is just, you know, over with, they get some extra squeeze from pulling all the way across. And I know I'll see a couple of comments. It's not about the squeeze, man. It's all about the stretch. Look, obviously get a good stretch. Not gonna. I would never want to see a set that was just. Well, let me not pre-exhaust myself for the sake of this reference, but I would not want to see someone do a set of pull downs or pullovers like this, just right in the squeeze portion. And same logic, you wouldn't see somebody just sit here like this, and at least I would probably bet against them getting an awesome pump. So we know the deal. Full reps, full squeeze, deep stretch, yin and yang. But let's do 30 pounds, 5 each, then jump on that contraption to my left. Okay, one more. Okay. That was good. Kind of a pre-exhausting set for the finisher movement, but I can already feel my lats are a few percentage points more pumped on the pump decks, or on the pump deck index fund. Let's move on. So my logic here is that I like this finisher, or I have two long D handles in front of me, usually connected to just one cable, and I kind of do this half row, half pull down sort of movement, because like at the top when I lean forward, I got a full lat stretch like a pull down, but as I do the rep, I don't just stay right here and get lats. I lean back into it and try to feel my entire back squeeze together. So the reason I like this as a finisher and maybe not as like a starter, which it would still work fine as a starter, is because I'm getting my whole back worked, lats getting more pumped, mid traps, rhomboids, everything in between. So it might just be my, lifter personality talking, which is probably talking 90% of the time here. But I can just finish my back day fully pumped. And who doesn't want to finish their lift fully pumped? I mean, that's kind of that's not the whole point, but it is part of it. So lightish weight, at least that I can control, because I really want to be able to squeeze all the way to the bottom. If I go too heavy, I won't be able to pull all the way down, and I'm missing out on that contraction portion, the burn of it, as it would. No. Okay. Oh, okay. One more. Then find some lighting, pose down, and get out of here. It's currently 8:45. It's about right. 45, 50-minute back workout. Shouldn't take too much longer, I say. Well, at least as long as your sets are pretty hard. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's pose down. There we go. All right. Gym is damn near closed, or at least it's about closing time. Little peculiar busting out the regular pose down in the Planet Fitness, but what are you gonna do? And it's like, what's worse, shirtless on the gym floor or recording in the locker room? Frankly, they're both bad, but this is the alternative, or at least the better alternative. So let me, there we go. Oh my goodness, all right. Same thing from the back. Now let's get out of here. Oh, guys. All right. Let's roll before I get shut down.